Front of our EMF-free property, there is a rural road which doesn't see that much traffic, but it's interesting when a car drives by how the levels spike. So right now here it's pretty good, 0.025 microwatts per square meter, which is nice and low. On the land it's about the same, some places even lower. When you go further up the hill it's a little bit higher. But when the cars drive by, an electric field from the digital pulse signals from the radio, from their phones, and whatever else is on board, will scatter through these trees and reflect upon to the land. Thank goodness we've got this hill that has been made, so that deflects a lot of the signal. So on the other side it's a lot lower than on this side of the road. So it will be interesting to see what happens when a car drives by. I will keep the Safe and Sound Pro sound speaker really close to the phone, and then we'll have a look at what the max reading was after they passed by. So in the distance a car is coming. Oh, and actually two cars are coming. That was a truck that was 55 microwatts per square meter, and we'll reset it. That was 2.35, so a lot lower. Another car is coming. It's always interesting because you would assume that the people that are using or driving car are not using their devices, but pretty much every vehicle, that was 7.58. So according to building biology standards, it's ideal to have it below 10. I rather have it below 1 or below 000. That one didn't have anything. Cool. Which is quite unusual. Yeah. I've reset the measurements and 16.9. Yep. And it really doesn't matter which car. They pretty much all have an active phone on there, and I don't think that people realize that when they're inside a car, that this noise what you hear is constantly blasting them inside the metal cabin, trying to reach out to the cell towers. Obviously, when you haven't become sensitized yet, it doesn't feel bad because you don't have any senses for it. But once you get sensitized and your body is starting to react, and the aches come from it, like I don't really want to stand here much longer on the side of this road, because every car that drives by basically has an EMF source. And I'm already starting to feel it a little bit. I'll go to the other side and then we'll see. That was 70 microwatts, by the way. So, yeah. It's not great. I don't really enjoy this, you know. That's why I'm really happy that we've got this big earthen wall to shade off any kind of radiation coming through. You can hear the car on the other side. So this is the wall, so we can't see the cars, but their signal does scatter down from all those leaves up there. So if this were just a wall with no trees above it, then you would have absolutely no RF coming from the cars. But yeah, it is at least a lot better than without the wall, because down there at the entrance the signals of the cars just blast onto the land, but luckily it's under an angle that doesn't really reach far into the property. So let's see, cars driving by. Yeah, and that was 6 microwatts. Yeah, I can't compare the strength alongside the road, but yeah, you can see another car is coming. Let's see what that one is registering. That one didn't register at all. Might not have had a phone on, which is, like I said, quite unusual. Here's another car. Yeah, that went to 0.224. So that's not too bad. But you can see why it is tricky to buy land. If you think, well, this is great, it's super low here, there's hardly any RF from the cell towers, but every vehicle that passes by is a jolt, and you know that happens from morning till late night. So you want to be sure that you're yeah, not close to a road. Anyway, I thought I'd just show you the effects of a road going past a low RF. Should be enough for now.